Okay, this is term 1, week 9 chemistry. It's salt preparation. So we're going to go through this very quickly. Actually, they're saying, what is a diprotic acid? A diprotic acid is one that has 2 hydrogen atoms. This one doesn't. This one does. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. Obviously, this one does. Yani, very simple. Uh, Question 2. What can you use to prepare soluble salts? Remember, to prepare soluble salts, you can either use the titration method or you can use the excess method by adding an acid plus a metal, or an acid plus a metal oxide, or an acid plus a metal hydroxide, or an acid plus a metal carbonate, or an acid. Yeah, that's it. So metal, bases, yeah, of course, base counts. These all act as bases, huh? Sulfate, we never said anything about sulfate, and we said metal carbonate, not carbonate, right? Question 3, if it loads. Okay. An aqueous solution of HCl is added to lumps of calcium carbonate. What is an expected observation? Obviously, you know when you add a metal carbonate to an acid, you get carbon dioxide gas plus water, aside from the salt that forms. Okay, so since you're getting a carbon dioxide gas, what's gonna happen? Bubbles. None of these. Okay, what are the products for the net ionic? Net ionic equation. This is actually in my prep list, by the way, so some of you may also have it in your prep list. A net ionic equation, how I do it is I write down the whole equation. HCl, it's aqueous, plus calcium carbonate, solid, because they said lumps, to produce what? Always salt. How do you know what the salt is? It's always a 2 in the middle, so CaCl2. Why CaCl2? Because it's Ca2 plus, Cl minus, crisscross, huh? Okay, which is aqueous because it's a salt, right? Plus carbon dioxide gas and water. Here's how I see it. I see. I'm gonna look at each element and ask myself, did it change its state? Okay. If it changed it, I include it in my net ionic. H plus, it was aqueous. Now it became liquid. So do I include it? Yes. So I put H plus. On the other side, what do I put? H2O. Okay, let's see what else. Cl, it was aqueous. What is it now? Aqueous. So I don't care about Cl. Okay, Ca, it was solid. Now it's aqueous. So did it change? Yes. So what do? I write it down. Okay. CO3, it was solid. It became now gas, right? So, oh yeah, by the way, I put Ca here, so I should put Ca also here. Okay. CO3, it changed into CO2. So akid, I'm going to put CO2 here because it changed. Well, I also put CO3 here. So I finish from hydrogen, I finish from Ca, finish from CO3. So you get, this is your net ionic. Okay. What are the products? H2O, CO2. Did they say Ca2 plus? No. So if they said it, if they had the option, then you can put it. Oh, by the way, Ca2 plus CO3 minus, you can write it, by the way, as CaCO3. I should have written it as CaCO3. Okay? But that's not the point. Question 4. Okay. A strong acid completely dissociates, producing H plus and negative ions, and it has a large dissociation constant. Okay. It produces, they come the same question, but they just word it differently. They ask for a different blank. So a strong acid is one that completely dissociates, producing H plus ions and negative ions, right? Negative ions in H plus or OH minus, I think. I'm not sure. No, just keep it H plus ions and negative ions. It has a large dissociation constant. Obviously, it has large dissociation constant because it dissociates completely. Okay, when I say negative ions, like مثلا HCl give you H plus, and what's a negative ion in this case? Cl minus. So the negative ion doesn't, it like it changes. A weak acid partially dissolves and dissociates. How do you know if it's weak or strong from these two questions? You look at the end. HCl is obviously strong because it's a single arrow, أول شيء, and HCl, everyone knows HCl is a strong acid. The weak acids, like CH3COH, so you put weak acids, one that partially dissolves, it has a small dissociation constant. Always, if you see double arrow, sometimes they might not put it for you, but if you see double arrow, that means it's a weak acid. Okay, an acid is a proton donor, a base is a proton acceptor, because acids are positive. as they release H plus and, like, let's say HCl, release H plus and Cl minus. So it's releasing this H plus, so it's donating. Okay, but the base, it's like NaOH is Na plus OH minus. So it's negative. The ion it releases is negative. So do you think it's gonna want a proton to balance it out? Yes, right? So it's negative. They want to balance it, so it accepts the proton. Think of it like that. Okay. Question 7. Select the weak acids. These are the only 3 you need to memorize. I'm pretty sure. But CH2COH, this is a very famous one. H2CO3 and H2S. Okay, please memorize them. Don't confuse H2SO3 with H2SO4. H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, which is a very, very, very strong acid. Okay, don't confuse them, please. Okay. Okay, the strong bases, of course, these are acids. Okay, this is an acid. So these are the only bases left, or they are strong bases. The weak bases, if I can, let me see if I can go back. Yeah, over here. So these are electrolytes. I think I put it somewhere. I didn't. Uh, these are only acids, I think, here. I talked about. Yeah, here. Strong acids and bases. These are the strong acids, these are the strong bases. Okay. The most famous are NaOH and KOH. 9. Okay, this one, it came and I got it wrong. They added P4O10. I don't know why I put amphoteric, but it's acidic. But you guys know the table. It's this one. Okay, memorize all of these. MgO, metal oxide basic, CO2 acidic, copper oxide basic, N2O is neutral, as well as NO, صح? Yeah. CO is neutral, but CO2 is acidic. Don't confuse them. ZNO is amphoteric, SO2 is acidic, because it's non-metal, Al2O3 amphoteric, CaO basic. Memorize these all. SO2, SO3, CO2, P4O10, ZNO, PVO, L2O3. Question 10. Okay, they want to see which one's acidic, which one. Obviously, if its pH is 3, it's acidic. B is at 7, it's neutral. C is obviously basic because it's above 7, as well as D. Okay. Question 11. Okay, here, a student is asked to find OH minus, okay, whose pH is this? Okay. If the pH is this, can you find the concentration of H plus? Of course you can. The pH, if you have pH and you want to find the concentration of H plus, it's always equal to 10 to the power of negative pH. So here the concentration is 10 to the power of negative 5.36. Now we have the concentration of H plus. Can we find OH minus? Of course we can. It's just 10 minus 14 over this. انت just do it on a calculator. ما تعذب حالك. 10, and then here you have 10 to the power of minus 5.36. You get 2.29 times 10 to the power of minus 9 to 3 SF. Yes. 12. How many questions do we have? 23. Okay. A student wants to find the concentration of H plus. La 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 la. Okay. Calculate H plus or H minus. Okay. You have a strong acid. You know that a strong acid dissociates to form H plus and whatever this is, A minus. But you need to balance it, so it's going to be 2H plus. They gave you the concentration, so it's 0.4. But this one is 2, so you multiply by 2, so it's going to be 0.8. Right? So, now we found the concentration of H plus, which is 0.8. هلا بدك ال OH minus, how do you find it? You just do 10 minus 14 over 0.8, and you should get this. Okay? Question 13. Calculate the concentration of H plus in now a base. Okay, so base will obviously dissociate to get K plus OH minus. Okay. Okay, OH minus, it's gonna be the same as concentration of KOH. KOH is 0.060. صح. OH will be the same, so 0.060. They want H plus. So هاي OH. كيف تلاقي H plus 10 minus 14 over this. And you get this. Okay. Okay. 14. As soon as I asked to find the pH, okay, he prepares hydrochloric acid by dissolving. They gave you the moles and they gave you the volume. Okay, so hydrochloric acid, so HCl, and they want to find concentration of H plus. How do you find it? You know, dissociate to do this, right? Okay, طيب بدك تلاقي concentration. C is equal to N over V. والمول is 0.08 والvolume تبعتها 0.25 because it has to be in liters or dm cube, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna get 0.32. You want 3SF, so you just add a 0, whatever. Deduce the pH. How do you do it? You do minus log concentration of H plus, so 0.32, and you get this. Okay. Question 15. When HCl solution is added to calcium carbonate, a gas will be produced. So, carbon dioxide gas will be produced. How I'm assuming they asked the question. They gave you a few choices, and you had to choose the acid, right? Because you know, to get carbon dioxide gas, you do acid plus carbonate. So you need to add an acid plus a metal carbonate. So HCl is an acid, and calcium carbonate is a metal carbonate. When something is added to something, so something sulfite, SO2 gas will be dissolved. Okay, to produce SO2 gas, similar to the CO2 gas being, you know, when we had CO2 gas being evolved, we would add it to a carbonate. A carbonate is CO3 2 minus. This is the same exact thing, but instead of C, we have S. So you just add it to anything with SO3 2 minus. This is called a sulfite. Okay, so any metal sulfite plus an acid gets you SO2. Same thing as this. Okay, so any acid plus a metal sulfite gets you SO2 gas and water and salt, whatever. But SO2 gas is my point here. So anything with sulfite and an acid. When something is added to something, NH3 gas will be evolved. The only reaction we studied now for chapter 3 that has NH3 gas being dissolved is a base plus ammonium salt. What's the base here? KOH. What's the ammonium salt? The only thing that has NH4, it's NH4Cl. ما في أبسط من هيك. Because base plus ammonium salt gets you salt plus NH3. I think that's it. كاتبها شي مكان أنا. Oh, I remember writing it والله. Wait. Documents 716. Yeah, I don't know والله. But you get something, you get, that's the reaction. Question 18. When KOH is added to AlCl3, what precipitate is formed? KOH base. And this is, hold up, wait. I guess you have to memorize this, wallah. I don't know the rule for this, but this is a base, and this is a salt, and I think they're expecting a precipitate to form. Wait. This is, you have, this is, okay. Remember the precipitation method to prepare a salt, to prepare an insoluble salt, you would add salt 1. Doesn't have to be a salt, it can be an acid or a base, just any electrolyte or aqueous, so let's just say aqueous solution, plus aqueous solution 2 to produce precipitate. This one here is an aqueous solution because bases they dissolve in water. Where AlCl3 is كمان an aqueous solution. Aqueous solution plus aqueous solution, you're gonna get a precipitate. Precipitate that's insoluble. Okay, what is it gonna be? How do you know? You always box up the middle, so you're gonna get AlOH as your precipitate. That's it. ولا أبسط من هيك. Okay, do you know you have to crisp plus because Al is 3 plus. So you just have to full box the middle, and then you're gonna get AlOH. This is OH minus, so you crisscross, you can get AlOH3. Just full box in the middle, okay? Question 19. Gas X is passed into water. The pH changes from 7 to 10. What is it? So, obviously, it's a basic gas because it's increasing. And there's no, like, guys, like, what else is basic? There's only one basic gas we took, and that is ammonia. Okay? Question 20. Okay. You have method A, B, C. They want to prepare a soluble salt zinc chloride. So, أول شيء soluble يعني أكيد we're gonna X out method B. We don't want it because precipitation is insoluble. طيب. Soluble salt zinc chloride from zinc metal. Okay, zinc chloride is my product. Zinc metal. So zinc metal. What do you add to a metal to get a salt? You always add an acid. Okay, and in this case, I want an acid with Cl, so let's just say مثلا HCl. Okay, we don't care, but we need to add an acid. So do you use a Buretin indicator? No, this is the titration method, right? So we add an excess base or metal to dilute acid, then remove it by filtration. So we're using the excess method. 21. Name the salt produced when lithium hydroxide is mixed with hydrochloric acid. This is a metal hydroxide plus an acid. What do you get? You get the salt. How do you know what the salt is? أول شيء, let me write it properly. You always write acid first. Acid plus always metal hydroxide to get water plus salt. This is the reaction. Always write the acid first. What's the acid first? HCl. What's the metal hydroxide? LiOH. How do you know what the salt is? Like I told you, just box up the middle. Full box. Okay. What do you get? You get LiCl. Because if you wrote it LiOH plus HCl and you full box the middle, you're gonna get H2O, and that's not a salt. Okay, come on. Okay, obviously you can put LiCl, but yani you get what I'm trying to say. So LiCl, lithium chloride, right? Question 22. We want to know what we have to add to nitric acid. So nitric acid, by the way, is HNO3 to produce sodium nitrate, NaNO3, plus carbon dioxide plus water. Type, let's see. Oh, actually, we have carbon dioxide. So what do we need to add? We need to add something with carbonate. Okay, what is the metal? It's Na. So what do I have to add as the metal? Na. So sodium carbonate. Okay, so easy, guys. So easy. Which of the given ions release a gas that turns lime water milky? Lime water milky means carbon dioxide gas. And what releases that? ما في غير الكربونate. This came in the exam, by the way. I remember it came when we had chapter 2 in our exam. This same question. I remember I put sulfate instead of sulfide by accident. Which of the given ions releases a pungent smell? Pungent smell, NH3. What releases NH3? Obviously ammonium. Okay. Nitrate ions would only work for part C. Why is it nitrate, not ammonium? Because they said heated with aluminium powder. They must mention aluminium for nitrate to be correct. Okay. Which of the given ions release a gas with a choking odor? Choking odor is SO2. And to release sulfur dioxide gas similar to CO2 gas, you need مثل ما عندك CO3 هون عندك SO3. And this is called sulfite. Thank you so much for watching. يعطيك العافية and good luck.